Hey y'all, Kelly Whitney here with 22 of 40 things that older Black women should tell younger Black women but don't. The lesson for today is get your anger under control. This one is so personal for me because I used to be so mean. Y'all can't even comprehend how mean I was. I was just a mean ass bitch. And I don't even remember when exactly or what was the impetus for me changing my attitude. I feel like one day I just decided enough. I wasn't gonna be mean anymore. I wasn't going to be rude to people anymore. I wasn't gonna be short. I wasn't gonna be snappy. I was gonna make an effort to smile at people and engage with people and just not be standoffish. And my life began to change literally like that. I mean, it was so immediate and so marked. And if anything in this world could convince me that energy, good energy and bad vibes and all that sort of stuff is real, that did it. Because immediately how people treated me improved. I wasn't coming at them with negativity. I was coming at them with a smile. I was coming at them with genuine interest in what they were doing. And people responded in kind. And the thing about me is that I used to have a horrible temper. I think I'm still in recovery for my temper, but I've gotten it under control. I'm not saying I'm Mother Teresa out here, but I've had old friends talk to me and say, wow, what changed? You're so different now. You're so nice. And I have to say, yeah, I am. I just decided I was going to be happy and I became happier. It's not like I'm perfect. I'm not Pollyanna. I'm not out here like never having issues, but that angry Black woman trope, I just decided it's not for me. I'm not doing that, even though most of us who are angry have a reason. But the thing about anger is it doesn't hurt anybody but you. You see what I'm saying? So I would just advise any young woman to do everything you can in your power to push anger out of your life and keep it out. When things trigger you, when they erode your self-control, just really rein it in and do whatever coping mechanism you need to do in order to keep those feelings and those behaviors at bay. Because a lot of times when we express anger in the wrong situations, or when we express anger at all, we come out a loser. People react poorly and then they make judgments about you, then they talk about you. Then you miss opportunities at work because they say so-and-so, they can't trust you around clients and this and that and da-da-da. Or, and this I think is even worse because it's subtle and it's undercover, they don't even consider you for certain opportunities because you don't fit the mold. And the mold is not always that tough to fit. Sometimes it's just, is she a nice person? Is she agreeable? You know, does she have a smile that our clients, and I'm sticking with the work theme here, that our clients would want to engage with? Another thing about anger is you really do attract what you give out. If you give out sincerity and thoughtfulness and consideration, a lot of times you'll get that in return. I've been given upgrades, discounts, wonderful advice that I didn't ask, but it was offered. And I happily took it and used it. There's been so many instances in my life when I reaped the benefits of having a good attitude. And there's been so many times in my life when a bad attitude, I think back to all the time I wasted. And it's not always about opportunities or work scenarios or things like that. Sometimes it's just about how you feel. Constant fussing, constant fighting, constant nagging, constant, feeling like, the world is against me. Even if it is, so what? Half of that is in your head and the other half you have control over. And the things that do happen in your life, because life will life and things will happen that are outside of your control, but a lot of times your ability to manage those things is predicated upon your attitude. So I would encourage you to work on being unbothered. Have a good attitude. Lead with gratitude. That is something that I have read and practiced that does make you feel better. It lightens your heart and your spirit. And it's always better to look at what you have versus what you don't have, because the things that you have often outnumber those things that you don't have. And those things that you don't have may not be as important as you think once you start to consider why you want them and what you want them for. Because a lot of times We're angry because of mistreatment. We're angry because we think that we've been treated unfairly, or we think that someone is not giving us our fair share. But the thing is, the world is not fair. People are not always going to treat you fairly. People are not always going to be considerate of you. I think the reason that older Black women don't give younger Black women that lesson about their anger is because they're suffering from that anger. My anger was learned behavior. My mom, to this day, people talk about how mean Miss Whitney is, And it's not that my mom didn't have a hard life. She did. She really did. Things I know about my mother, I'm not going to share because that's her business. But she came up rough. Comparatively speaking, I was living in the lap of luxury compared to what my mother had to go through in order to get to where she is in life, owning multiple properties, living comfortably, not wanting for anything. She really had to struggle to get that. She had to work really hard, and she had to take a lot of stuff, things that I probably can't even really fathom. But she never learned how to enjoy all of those hard-earned gains. She never learned how to process her anger and put that unfairness aside so that she could enjoy everything that she had been given and everything that she had earned. And in that, I surpassed her. And it's a lesson that I think older Black women should really press upon younger Black women, because the world is already, I think, more unfair to us as a subgroup within the subgroup, and the group is women in general. But being a Black woman, you may have a lot of shit to be mad about, but I would encourage you to rethink your attitude. Try and experiment. Be nice. Just be nice. Go out. Hey, how you doing? I'm fine. Thank you. Smile at people. They'll treat you differently. Once you get used to that good treatment, it'll be easier for you to keep it going. So that's lesson number 22 of 40 things that older Black women should tell younger Black women but don't. And I hope you guys come back for number 23. Thank you.